Our top story, start times for your student next school year. They are up for review tonight. JCPS and parents are having a community meeting to talk over two different school start time plans. It's our top story. Hello, everybody. I'm Doug Proffitt.
And I'm Shay McAllister. It's a big change many families could see next year, so let's break down the big difference between them.
Well, the school district is going to condense the start times down to 3 across the board: 7:40 a.m., 8:40 a.m., and 9:40 a.m. No high school will be starting at 9:40 a.m. The difference between these two plans, it's the number of schools that could see a change.
In scenario 1, more than 80 schools will see new school start times. In scenario 2, more than 100 schools will change start times, and the changes are more drastic. But the district believes the plan with more changes, that's scenario 2, will actually help bus drivers stay on time. Either way, the district admits there will still be delays next school year. And the meeting tonight will start at 6. You can watch it live on the JCPS YouTube page. You can also ask questions and give your feedback. Well, all of this comes as the school district tries to solve what they call an overarching issue. That's a shortage of bus drivers.
Today, WHAS11 senior reporter Isaiah Kim Martinez is looking into the resignations that have happened since the start of the school year.
The district is losing school bus drivers every single year, quicker than they're able to replace them. We took a look into recent exit interviews, which share a glimpse into why they're leaving. Is it money, student discipline? How about the routes? According to the bus drivers themselves, it truly has been a combination. Open records show out of 47 drivers who've left since summer 2023, 15 retired and 31 resigned. And out of the resignations, more than half cited either their schedules, the new routes, or the work environment, including student discipline, as the reasons for quitting.
I mean, you have parents getting on there threatening bus drivers. I mean, who wants to be threatened on their job every day?
One man who resigned said he cannot drive a school bus, stay on schedule, and keep the children safe with the new bus schedule. Another writing, routes are too long for him to care for family. One woman even saying she's endured abuse, writing, the physical assault committed against me regarding an automatic airsoft rifle which was discharged at me and the bus. For perspective, I called Larry Farish Jr., a current JCPS bus driver, who tells me the mix of responses sound accurate to things he's heard.
Listen to the drivers. When we say we need better plans of action when it comes to discipline, we do.
Months ago, JCPS launched a new referral process to speed up responses for bus incidents. Isaiah Kim Martinez, WHAS 11 on your side.
Notably, the one issue we didn't see as a reason for quitting is pay. The average salary for a JCPS bus driver sits just over $55,000.
The school district has said it expects to be down more than 30 drivers coming up compared to now by this July. And their goal from here is to hire as many as they can to offset that trend. There are new developments today we're following. An employee at Clarksville, Indiana High School has been fired after allegations of misconduct. The school superintendent there in southern Indiana told parents that the staff member was immediately removed from the building and fired. Dr. Tina Bennett added in her letter, quote, "We want to assure you that the safety of our students remains our number one priority. And as a school district, we do not condone any form of inappropriate behavior," end quote. Dr. Bennett said those allegations were reported to the Department of Child Services and the police department there in southern Indiana.
Right now, leaders in Floyd County are meeting to discuss the future of their ambulance services. The current contract with New Chapel EMS, Jamie Knowles' former department, runs out on May 31st. The county commissioners and county council have discussed a countywide contract for AmeriPro and splitting up the county between AmeriPro and Highlander Fire Department, who plans to offer ambulance services soon. We will update you on what's happening in that meeting. We have a crew there right now. You can see that update on the night team.
Also new today, the wife of Louisville super chef Darnell Ferguson says police, quote, twisted her words after a domestic dispute that happened back in January. It landed her husband in court, and his network TV show is in limbo. Our Brooke Hash shares her newest claims sent in a statement by her attorney.
Tatata Ferguson is speaking out almost 5 months after police arrested her husband for domestic assault. Darnell Super Chef Ferguson was charged with burglary, strangulation, and terroristic threatening in January. In his arrest citation, his wife told police Ferguson entered her home where they got into a fight and he strangled her. But Tatata Ferguson's now saying that wasn't the case, releasing a statement through her attorney. She said, "I completely regret the domestic incident that transpired on January 2nd. Darnell and I have had our issues, and we made every effort not to let it impact our family and loved ones, particularly our children." Ferguson goes on to say, "I believe my words were twisted by certain law enforcement officials who are looking to make a name for themselves at the expense of my husband's celebrity status." We took this accusation to the St. Matthews Police Department, which responded saying we will continue our investigation into this matter and are unable to provide further comment as it remains an open case. Our department is committed to working diligently with victims in this case and in all domestic violence cases. The Commonwealth's Attorney's Office also responded, saying criminal complaints are prosecuted on behalf of the Commonwealth of Kentucky, not the individual who called the police or the person who may have been personally harmed by the defendant's conduct. Requests to amend, dismiss, or drop charges must be approved by the assigned prosecutor. Darnell Ferguson appeared in court Monday, and attorneys revealed 500 to 600 pages of discovery have been turned over for review, with more to come. He's expected back in court on July 3rd.
You can read Tatata Ferguson's full one-page statement. It is posted on our website at WHAS11.com.
A Campbellville University student has been indicted now in the death of one of his classmates. 21-year-old Charles Escalera was arrested on February 24th in connection to the death of 18-year-old Josiah Kilman. Both students were on the wrestling team. An autopsy confirmed Kilman died from asphyxia or strangulation. Escalera is now due back in court on May the 7th.
We got to see the sunshine today after the nice soaking rain last night. Everything just got greener around Kentuckiana, but it sure did heat up as we are heading toward Wednesday and the ending of the races at Churchill Downs on 5-0 Tuesday coming up soon.
Don't these cameras just look a little bit fake today with the big fluffy white clouds and
Sort of
bright
like
blue skies?
Florida camera there, Colleen.
Yeah, it does look like that, and these are the kind of clouds that we want to see, not packing any rain. This is a great forecast, especially for all the locals out at Churchill. Right now, we have temperatures in the 70s, blue skies with just a few cotton ball clouds. 77 right now, we're clocking in. We might get to 80 degrees here over the next hour, but for the most part, we're staying in the upper 70s. So over the next few hours, it's nice, it's comfortable. We have that wind from the north, so it feels a little dry, so it's not too humid out there, which is great. However, that wind is going to switch from the south, so if you're planning outfits for Churchill this week, you're going to want to listen. 88 for your high temperature on Thursday. We did bump it up by 1 degree. It is trending on the warmer side. By the time we head towards later this week, we are trending back into the low 80s with some rain in that forecast. So here's the update with the showers. We're staying nice and dry, beautiful sunny for tomorrow and Thursday, but as we head towards this weekend, that low pressure is heading our way. Friday afternoon to the evening, I'll show you that update on the timing and how widespread I think the rain is going to be for Oaks and into the Kentucky Derby. Doug, Shay.
Colleen, thank you. Well, Derby Week can certainly bring surprises when it comes to the 20 horses in the race. In fact, it can happen right up to the last minute. Today, we learned about the first scratch, the first Derby horse out of the Kentucky Derby.
Louisville trainer Brad Cox's horse Encino has scratched from the race. It happened earlier today. Encino was supposed to race in the number 9 position with 20-1 odds. Cox says Encino was off after training this morning, so the colt was checked out by a vet in Lexington and was diagnosed with a soft tissue strain. That will require some rest and time to heal. The trainer still has 2 other contenders in the run for the Roses, Catching Freedom and Just a Touch. Now, Derby-eligible Epic Ride moves into the field of 20. The colt is trained by John Innes. Innes says Epic Ride will continue his normal training and start paddock schooling. And racing is back at Churchill Downs for 5-0 Tuesday. It's a day dedicated to representing Louisville and the locals. Well, the race day was created only 2 years ago to entice visitors with $5 general admission tickets. And now crowds are excited to get Derby Week going.
WHAS 11's Jose Alonso and photojournalist Alyssa Newton have been at Churchill Downs checking out 5-0 Tuesday where racing's underway. And Jose, how's that crowd holding up in this very warm weather?
Doug, the crowd is very excitement. I don't even think that's a great word for that because we just wrapped up another race and we want to check this out right over here. People are starting to flood out of the paddock area as well. But again, this is 5-0 Tuesday. It is a special day for the locals. And I got to catch up with several of them and they told me if it wasn't for this special event, they wouldn't be able to experience these festivities. An event that hasn't always been on Tuesday.
You know, originally it was Oaks Day. That's why you get off school, you get off work. Then it moved to Thurby, and I really feel like now it's Tuesday because we can all afford it on Tuesday.
Just like other parents, Louisville resident Ricky Skiles brought his son to celebrate the city's biggest event.
We try to make it out here at least once every year, a little bit. It's hard with school, different things.
5-0 Tuesday is all about the locals. With admission at just $5, it gives many the chance to have a personal Derby experience.
We've always prided ourselves on offering different experiences for different touch points. You know, and the Derby has become such a international event. I mean, it's a top 10 bucket list event.
Darren Rogers says Churchill Downs wants to give locals a less crowded experience to enjoy the festivities.
Kentucky Oaks Day attendance was around 50,000 people. People often called it Louisville's Day at the races. You know, and Oaks Day has grown to become over 100,000. We created Thurby. Thurby is now attracting close to 60,000 people.
For Angel Chichester, it's an opportunity to bring her nephew, Carter Martin, for some excitement.
It's really exciting when the horse that you pick gets up in the top 3.
Keeping it to 5, it allows people who aren't able to come to the track regularly, especially during Derby week. I think that really definitely helps it to be to be more local, but also reaches a demographic that's not able to make it, right? Because you get the same $5 ticket today and it's $300-400 on Derby day.
This is also the very first time many locals are seeing the newly redesigned paddock.
One day I'm gonna be up there. Maybe today I'll go up there and check it out. We stopped for a little bit. We're able to take some pictures with some of the horses, or in front of the horses anyway. So it's really nice. It's a good, interesting spot.
With bets in hand, it's off to the races and Louisville celebrates their personal Derby day. And that personal day is looking like it's wrapping up. We got people coming out of the paddock now as we had the very last race here on the track. The bars are also closing. People are coming out of the gateway there. But I got to talk to Darren with Churchill Downs about if this event is going to continue on in future celebrations or if they're going to be changing that anytime soon. He said they are not going to be changing anytime soon. So that's some good news for Louisvillians and that they're looking to keep it for Tuesday. That way, Louisvillians and other locals can enjoy their time without all the crowds on Thursday through Saturday. Reporting live in Churchill Downs, I'm Jose Alonso for WHAS 11 on your side.
All right, Jose, thank you. You picked a great spot right there in front of the brand new paddock. Well, if you're heading out to the track this week, stay in the know. Text Derby to 502-582-7290. We will send you a Derby information link right to your phone, everything you need for this big week full of excitement.